Well, great, grand, and glorious rising to you. They tried to keep me from you this morning, but I was determined. I was going to get here no matter what. They had me trying to hook up some other thing to broadcast somewhere else. I got up at 7 o'clock this morning. I set up everything. It looked fine. Then when I came down here to do it, it just would not do it. But I am here this morning. Oh, what a beautiful morning. Oh, what a glorious day. Yes, 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 yes. So where are my SWITs? Where are my spiritual warriors in training? Come on. You got to suit up this morning. You know what to do. You know what to do. Come on in with your acknowledgement. Come on, California. Come on, Chicago. If you are a SWIT, if you are a spiritual warrior in training, I want you to get on your acknowledgement right now, right now, right now. Come on. And if you're new, welcome. You are welcome here. You are welcome here. Come on, where's your acknowledgement? Come on, Swits. I need you to be acknowledging. You know what to do. You know what to do. Yes, if you are a SWIT, a spiritual warrior in training, I want you to come on in and get your acknowledgement started, okay? Because they were trying to keep me from you this morning. So I don't know where them other people are. It just did not work. I had it all set up and it just did not work. So Miss Angie, you need to tell them that whatever it is that they wanted me to do, I can't do it. Good morning, Charlotte. I acknowledge you from Charlotte. Yes, come on. Acknowledge a higher power. You've been gone a whole week. So you know what? And then they were trying to keep us from being together this morning, and that was not going to happen. So I see you coming in. I see you coming in and acknowledging. That's a good time. Yes. How have you been this week? Good morning, good morning, good morning. Yeah, come on. Where's your acknowledgement? Come on, you know what to do. Yes, there you go. Come on now. Who's talking to me this morning? Where you from this morning? Where's my Bronx? Where's Brooklyn? Where's Philly? Where's Atlanta? Yes, come on. You know, come on, Houston. Thank you. Good morning to you. Good morning, Dallas. Good morning. Who else is this over here? Yeah, come on. Where you from? Let me know where you're from. Ooh, that's moving. Pittsburgh, Texas. Come on. You coming in this morning. All of my spiritual warriors. New Jersey's in the house. And if you're new, that's okay. That's okay. Just follow along. You'll catch on. Right now, the SWITs are checking in. They are suiting up. They are suiting up this morning. Columbus, Ohio. Come on, get suited up this morning. France, Kenya, South Africa, Durham, North Carolina. Come on, let's suit up this morning. We got to be here. We ain't talked to each other in a week. Oh, my goodness. Saginaw, Memphis. Anything could have happened this week. This week was a kind of a rough week. We had some stuff going on this week, but that's okay. That's all right. We know what to do. We're going to get it. Let's be acknowledgement, acknowledging our creator, acknowledging our source, acknowledging life. Yes, and telling me where you're from. Acknowledge. Brooklyn's in the house. Come on now. You know, I acknowledge love in my heart. You begin with your acknowledgement. Yes. Come on, Oklahoma. You can do some. Bronx, Boogie Down Bronx, South Africa's in the heart. Yes, and my newbies, if you got something you can acknowledge about life, I want you to do it now. If you're new to this gathering, or if you're a graduate of From the Ground Up, welcome. If you are a graduate of Be the Dream, welcome. I'm so glad that we're having this cross-pollination of communities. Good morning, Danny. Good morning. If you're a member of the R-Spot community, welcome. Welcome, Ronald. How you doing this morning? Montreal is in the house. All right. Okay, come on with the acknowledgement. You got your acknowledgement going? All right. We have gathered together, you know that, for 49 days to receive an inspirational message, to do some connection, to be together. I look right crazy. I guess that's because I was trying to get this thing working and I'm just sweating over here. Billy's sitting there looking at me. Billy's my turtle, for those who don't know. Looking at me like I'm crazy, and I'm sweating. I tell you, I was just hysterical. And the thing kept saying the camera won't work, but that's all right. I'm going to acknowledge that the technology gremlins did not keep me from you this morning, okay? All right, you did your acknowledgement. You know what's next. We're doing the Acts prayer. Come on, move into confession. Move into confession. Suit up, spiritual warriors. I want to see and feel your confession this morning. I got two. I got two. Oh, the spirit of late night snacking was upon me. Yes, it was. The spirit of late night snacking was upon me for 2 whole days. Listen, I got so jiggy with my snacking till instead of coming downstairs and getting the snack, I put the snack in the bag and took it upstairs with me. I was eating cashew nuts off my chest in the bed. I confess that I had a Haagen-Dazs ice cream bar at 2 o'clock, 2:37 one morning. I don't know, that seems to be my time. 2:37 in the morning. Yes, come on. Come on. Suit up. Suit up. What have you done this week? How have you been behaving when my back was turned? Yes, confess. We're moving through confession. Yes, come on. Some of y'all had to go out this week. Some of y'all had to stay in this week. I mean, we've been in so long. I don't know. The sun came out and I just wanted to go lick a tree. Okay? Because you can't touch people. So let me lick a tree. All righty? Come on. Suit up. What you confessing today? And when you finish your confession, move right into Thanksgiving. Yes, Thanksgiving. Giving thanks for the day, for the life, for any blessing that you had this week. If you're confessing what you're still worrying about, come on, confess that. But if not, when you finish with your confession, I want you to move right into Thanksgiving. Move into Thanksgiving, giving thanks for the day, for the time, for the life. Ooh, we've made it through this time. Have you made it through this time? Have you had a little something to eat every day? Have you had a roof over your head every day? Did you get your Social Security? I mean, not your Social Security, your unemployment. We are together once again, gathered here to be in our hearts, to sit with our hearts, and we're doing our Acts prayer. Acknowledgement, we've done that. Confession, we've done that. Now we're doing Thanksgiving. We are giving thanks for whatever it is that we have received. Thanks for whatever it is that we are expecting. Give thanks, because an attitude of gratitude opens up the heavens so that you can be blessed even more than you would have thought to ask. Come on. You know you missed me. Come on, you know you missed me. I'm thankful to be back in the saddle again today. I'm thankful to be here with you today. I'm thankful for this antiviral community. I'm thankful for everything that I learned in this community that I was able to use in my life. Come on, nobody is telling me thank you this morning. Thank you for another week. Yes. Thank you for a beautiful Saturday. Yes. Thank you for another day of determination. You know what it is. You know what it is. Come on, give thanks. That's what we're doing right now. We are giving thanks. And then when we finish with our thanks, we're going to move right into supplication. Move right into your request. What are you calling in? What are you requesting? Remember, you have not because you ask not. If there's something you need, if there's something you desire, if there's something that you want, give thanks. What are you giving thanks for today? What are you giving thankful for in this moment? Suit up with your gratitude and then your supplication. Come on, spiritual warriors. I've been missing on you. Yes, I'm grateful for coffee too. I had some this morning. I tell you, I came down at 7 o'clock, set everything up, got my little computer over here, and then when at 9:58, when I tried to turn the thing on, it would not behave. Told me the camera was not set up. It was all kind of wonderfulness going on. So I'll go back and do that later. I'll get some help and set that up. That's a whole nother process over there, okay? But if you're new again, you're welcome here. Don't worry. Lord, I request a husband that I'm suitable. Yes! You don't want a husband, baby. If you get a husband, that means he got a wife. You want a man that's ready to get married. Don't be asking for no husband. You might meet a lady on the corner with her Vaseline on. Come on. Don't ask for a husband. You ask for somebody that's going to love you and treat you good. Yes, come on. That's what we're doing. We're suiting up. We're suiting up. Listen, tonight is the premiere of my new show on OWN, Fear Not, and I am so excited about it because that program started right here in this antiviral community. It premieres tonight as part of Sisterhood Saturday at 9 p.m. on OWN, and I want to invite my entire antiviral community to come and tweet with me and watch the show. Our guests tonight are BB Winans and a woman who has experienced the corona. That's what I say, the corona. All right, doing your supplication. I'm asking, I'm calling in, I'm calling in, I'm calling in. And then I've got some assignments for you today. Yeah, I lost so much time trying to get on that other platform, but that's okay. And your workbook, the digital workbook of all of these lessons, it'll be ready for you to download on Tuesday. I wanted to include this message in it, okay? So it'll be ready for you to download on Tuesday, and you'll get the lesson, you'll get every book that I talked about or read, you get every affirmation, you get every link that we ever use, and you get the video for the day directly in the page, so you don't have to go digging for it. Isn't that beautiful? Yes? Give thanks to my team. They're working diligently on getting that ready, and it'll be ready for you to download on Tuesday. And I've got some news about the Spiritual Warrior training, but I'm going to tell you all of that. I want you to come in. I want you to say good morning to me. Have you missed me? Have you missed me as much as I missed you? It's been a good week, but I have to say I missed you. I was so tempted so many days to come on and just show you my eye. Say, I got my eye on you. All right, we're doing good. We're doing good. And now that you are suited up, you know what I'm going to say. Great and grand and glorious rising to you. Welcome to your antiviral message, Living Beyond the Virus. This is day 50, or the 50th time that we've been together. We did it daily, now we're doing it weekly, yes? And, wait a minute. What is wrong with me? You can tell I'm rusty. Sit right there, don't go nowhere. Let me go over here. Oh, did you see my butt? How could I leave my bell? How could I leave my bell? I left my bell over there on the other side of the room. Good morning, Jacksonville. Good morning, Jacksonville. And so we begin. Come on, warriors, let us breathe. Warriors and newbies and everybody that's here with us this morning. Let's just breathe. Let me get this set up a little bit. Oh, yes, so much excitement, so much energy. Take a long, deep inhale through the nose and exhale through the nose. Come on, bring it in. Bring it in. Yeah. And as we breathe together, let us set an intention to defy anything and everything that would challenge our right, our capacity to breathe fully and freely. Come on, breathe. Let us acknowledge, accept, and claim the fullness of the truth of who we are with every breath. And let us refuse to give up our right to breathe, our capacity to breathe, the freedom of breath. Come on, breathe. I can imagine that you might need to balance your brain today, so let's begin there. You know what to do. Thumb and forefinger. If you're new, you can just follow along. We're going to balance our brain. We'll use the thumb and the forefinger of our right hand. We take the thumb of our right hand and we close our right nostril and we inhale through the left. Slowly inhale. Close the left nostril, open the right nostril, and exhale. Again, through the right nostril, inhale. Close the right, open the left, exhale. Inhale through the left. Close the left, open the right, exhale. Inhale through the right. Close the right, open the left, exhale. Now just come present. Come present to the right now moment. And whenever you do that breath, you want to make sure that if you inhale twice through the left, you inhale twice through the right. If you inhale 3 times, 4 times, whatever it is. The optimum time is 5 to 6 times in and out each nostril, and it'll bring the brain, the yin and the yang, the masculine and the feminine, the intellect and the spirit into balance and harmony. Repeat that process. Now just come present to this moment. You know how to do that. Slowly inhale and slowly exhale. And just be aware. Notice how you're feeling, what you're thinking. Because using the breath to balance the brain eliminates stress. It improves your immunity. It increases energy. It lowers blood pressure. And it improves digestion, you know? So you can do that. So just be aware. Let's set an intention that each breath that we take now will renew us, refresh us, that it'll revitalize us so that we can begin to go out into the world because we're going out there, yeah? And so to support this intention, let's do some clearing breaths. Remember, we start facing center. We inhale all the way over to the right shoulder and exhale all the way over to the left shoulder, and then we come back to center. That's clearing. Inhaling as we move the head to the right. Exhale all the way over to the left, and then center. Yeah? So we're going to do some clearing breaths. Let's do one just to start, and then you'll breathe, I'll speak. Okay? Inhale. Exhale. Back to center. That means we're going across all the meridians in our body, clearing our energy. So as we breathe to the right, here we go. Inhale. I am releasing fear. Exhale. I am choosing to release fear now. Back to center. And we breathe. I am releasing stress. Exhale. I am choosing to release stress now. Back to center. Inhale. I am releasing anxiety. Exhale. I am choosing to release anxiety now. Back to center. Whatever it is about going back in the world, about going back to work. Inhale. I am choosing to release worry. Exhale. I am releasing worry now. Back to center. Inhale. I am choosing to release victimhood and victimization. To left. I am releasing victimhood and victimization now. Back to center. Long, deep inhale. Slow, complete exhale. I got one more, okay? Inhale. I am releasing fears and concerns about going back in the world. Exhale. I am releasing fears and concerns about going back in the world now. And back to center. Yeah? Remember, we are not a victim of this virus. We are not. We refuse to be. And we're going to go back in the world doing this work. Remember, we mitigated our vulnerability to the virus. Yeah? Wear your mask. Wear your gloves. I know it ain't cute. I've been making masks all week. Okay. Sequins mask and pattern masks and plain masks, making masks for the grandchildren, because I'm going to wear my mask, because this thing is not going to get me, and I don't want nobody's spittle droplets flying all over, you know? And even tonight in Fear Not, I'm going to be talking about that being one of the basic fears that we have. I'm going to look at the 3 basic fears, but I'm going to talk about that, okay? Long, deep inhale through the nose. Slow, complete exhale. And just notice if there are any thoughts or feelings lingering around in the body. Nothing to do. Just be aware. Just let them be. Nothing to do. Just be aware. And we breathe. And let us take a moment to send light, love, and healing energy To all the small business owners around the country who are reopening their businesses with the intention of serving others and saving their business. So much has changed for them. All of their dreams and their hard work and their investments of time and energy and money, so much has changed. And yes, prayer. They've been praying. And it looks different for them now. So let us just take a moment and send light, love, and healing energy to every man, every woman, every family that followed their dream and started a business. And now must change everything about the way they do business. And that can be scary. It took a lot of courage for them to go out to start a business, to serve others, all the while hoping and praying that people would believe in them and patronize them. It will take even more strength and more courage to hold on to that dream as they re-enter the world post-pandemic. And because we are joined here mind to mind, heart to heart, let us call in the violet transmuting flame, the universal healing energy, to neutralize and transmute any energy of fear, disappointment, regret, sadness, sorrow, hurt, anger, and any other energy of discord that may exist for small business owners. And if you know a small business owner, a salon owner, a barber, maybe a caterer, put their name in the thread so that we can send them healing light and energy. If you are a small business owner, yeah, put the name in the thread. Remember that what we give, we receive. And in giving light and love and healing energy and protection to the small business owners, we're giving it to ourselves because our business is our life. So what we give, we receive, and we breathe. Yeah. Join me in placing your hand over your heart and repeat these words silently or aloud with the intention that every person, regardless of their age or race, or anyone who is in this thread, who owns a small business, will receive the energy and accept the energy in their field. Let us say, may you have strength and courage. Yeah. May you hold your dream alive in your heart. May you know divine grace. May you have peace. And we breathe. Good. Well, my purpose for coming to you today, I didn't mean to come to give you a lesson, but hey, Grand Rising, Miami. Grand Rising to you out there. Our inspirational reading today comes from an old classic. If you see mine, it's all chewed up and torn up. It's called Our Spiritual Resources. It's another classic work, another classic spiritual work. Good morning, Chicago. It's entitled Our Spiritual Resources, and it's by a master teacher, a Christian mystic, and a beloved teacher, Joel Goldsmith. Joel Goldsmith, the author of over 30 books, 30, on the subject of spiritual development and the growth and healing of our consciousness. I am a Joel Goldsmith student. He has so many books, and his big one is The Infinite Way. But Joel Goldsmith transitioned in 1964, and this book is a collection of letters that he used to send his students. And this book was published in 1971, almost 10 years after his death. And the title of the chapter that I'm reading from this morning is Begin Prayer with the Word God. You heard me. Begin prayer with the Word God. And I want you to listen very carefully because this is very deep. And the ego will tempt you to hear something that I didn't say. And the deceptive intelligence of the ego is going to convince you that I said something or meant something that I didn't mean, okay? Because this is dealing with a very sacred topic. So please, I encourage you, listen with your heart and not with your mind. Okay, Virginia Beach? Good morning, Indiana. I'm going to speak slowly so that you can hear me. Okay? And this is what it says. Anyone who has a concept of God is praying to his concept. He is not praying to God. Anyone who thinks of God as mind is thinking of an intelligence, probably a little superior to human intelligence, but nonetheless a kind of human intelligence. Anyone who is thinking of God as love is thinking of love on some human plane. Thus, it may be pure, like mother love or father love, sister or brother love, but nevertheless, it is a human sense of love. The love which is God is not that kind of love. God as love has no relationship to anything a human being can possibly think of as love. And so, until a person transcends all sense of human love, it is utterly impossible to understand God as love. Come on, we breathe. Breathe and listen. When we arrive at the place where we are absolutely stripped of every concept of God, of every belief about God, every theory about God, then we draw close to an actual God experience. Okay? As long as there is any concept in our mind about God, it is finite, limited, and circumscribed, and therefore cannot be God itself. Only when we dropped our concepts and thoughts about God and are honest enough to admit there is only one thing I can be sure of concerning God, and that is that God is. I do not know who or why or where God is. I only know that I have a feeling that there is a God, by whatever name it is called. If we were to try to define God, we would fail, because none of our definitions would satisfy us or anyone else. We do not know why we know that God is. We just know. When we reach the point where we acknowledge that God is, and when we are willing to stop there and not try to define what God is, we are at the most wonderful point in our experience. For what we are virtually saying is, God, I know thou art. I know that there is something beyond human selfhood, but that's all I know. Now, Father, reveal thyself. Reveal thyself. And we breathe. We're going to talk about that in a minute. Consider this affirmation. and repeat it to yourself as often as you can throughout the day. Okay? God is. God is, therefore I am. God is all. All that God is, I am. Breathe. Let's do that again. God is. God is, therefore I am. God is all. All that God is, I am. And we breathe. Welcome to this sacred Saturday. You know that we always end our week with a sacred act or teaching that benefits us. So today, I want to offer you just a short lesson because I know I'm late today. And this lesson is called One Single Word. Our reading today spoke of one single word that I am sure has raised all sorts of feelings and concepts and beliefs and stories for many people in this thread and beyond. When you say the one single word, God, people make up what you mean based on their concepts, their experiences, their learnings, their teaching, their belief, their history, and the stories that they have been told. Just that one single word, God. They make it about what they picked up or inherited. And as soon as you say God, people assume you are speaking about religion. And if they have a religious affiliation or walk, they will determine whether you have a right to speak about God and whether or not what you're saying is right. Let me be very clear here. God and religion are not the same thing. They are not. You can know God and have no religious affiliation, and you can have a religious affiliation and still not know God. Take a breath. You may have a concept of God, but the question is, do you have a relationship? And that is what our reading was speaking to this morning. Not in concept, but in relationship. As long as you have a concept, you will worship the concept. And you may have absolutely no idea about what God is. Yeah? You have a thought, a belief, an image. Now, my point here is really not to teach about God. That's something we each have to discover in our own independent investigation, because so many of us just accepted what we were taught about God and didn't develop a relationship. It's like an arranged marriage. My point here is to speak about the power of one single word. Okay? That's my point. Here's another word, love. People will talk about love all day long and have no clue about what love is. Again, they have a concept, but they have no relationship and no experience to what love is. Many years ago, I learned not to assume I knew what anyone meant by the words that they use, okay? I learned to study the etymological root of a word, etymology, meaning the origins of a word and the way that word has changed and evolved over time. That way, when I hear a word, I understand what's at the root of it. But I will still ask the person, what do you mean? What do you mean when you say love? Because there's people out there that say they love you and they'll punch you in your eye and take your money, okay? That is not love to me, okay? So you gotta understand what people mean when they speak, because one single word, you could be holding one concept and they're holding another concept, and then there's a miscommunication. One single word can change your life. One single word can give you life. One single word can take life. One single word. Like God, okay? Like love, like money, like hate, like race, like corona, like fear, death, reopen, testing. One single word. One single word. So as we move into the next phase of this pandemic experience, I want to know, what is the one single word you will hold on to? What is the one word that expresses who you are, what you are, where you are in your heart and in your mind? One single word. What is the one word that represents what you need? What is the one word that represents what you have healed? What is the one word that represents what you've learned and what you are learning as you have moved through this? What is the one word? Listen, if you had one breath left in your body and you had to speak, what is the one word that you would leave in this life? What would your last word be? Just one single word. Okay. So here is your assignment for today. I want you to really give this some thought. You got one breath, one word. What is the word that you want to broadcast into the world that speaks to who you believe yourself to be and what it is you are offering life? One word about who you believe yourself to be and what you're offering life. I'm inviting you to get your word, write it out on a card or a sheet of paper. You can decorate it. It can be as plain or fancy as you like. And I want you to post that word across all of your social media platforms. You holding your word, the picture of you holding your word. If you don't want to show your face, just show your bosoms. Let's start putting some words out here that we're going to walk into. One single word. That's all you get. One word. Write it out. Put it on a card or a piece of paper. Take a picture of you with your word. You with your word. And I want you to post it across all of your social media platforms using the hashtag one single word and hashtag fear not. One single word that's going to take us back into the world, okay? And fear not. And you're posting it so that you are sending it out to pave the way before you, to prepare the table before you. Can you hear me? One single word. Prepare the table before you. Put your face on it and use the hashtag one single word and the hashtag fear not across all of your social media platforms, okay? We're not waiting for people to tell that love ourselves is 2 words. That is 2 words, okay? One word. Hashtag one single word, hashtag fear not. All right? That's your assignment for today. So really think about it. Really think about it. Because this word is preparing the table before you. This is what you're going to walk into. This is what you're going to walk with. This is what you're going to walk through as we go back out into the word. Can you hear me? Okay. Somebody said warrior. I'm down with that. Okay. Don't forget, I'm going to tell you about your warrior training coming up. And now for the children. Do the same thing with the youngins. Ask them, what is your favorite word or the most important word to you? Ask them that. And get them to study it and learn it. Get them to write it out. Maybe they can write it out and decorate the page and put it on their door or on their bedstand or wherever. Remember, my thing is we got to teach the children as we're learning. One single word. Okay? Let the children do it also. And then when they get to acting crazy, say, remember your word. Remember your word. Okay? Tonight. Okay? 9 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. Central. Fear Not premieres on OWN. And I'm going to be talking about and exploring the 3 basic human fears that have all been triggered up by the corona epidemic. I'll be talking about fear and so much more, and how we're going to move, how we're going to live on the other side of this, okay? And I'm inviting this community to join the own community so that we can continue to learn together, okay? So if you tune in, I also invite you to join me on Twitter so that we can tweet live and use the hashtag Fear Not, all right? Don't forget to put your word up. Hashtag one single word, hashtag Fear Not. And that'll make us tweeters. So come on from the ground up. Come on, antiviral, be the dream. Join me tonight on OWN. And if you have social media pages, send it out to all your friends so that, because I know you've been expecting reruns, and Love Goals is off. Okay, I'm replacing Love Goals. So, all my spiritual warriors, your formal training will begin on Sunday, June 14th. It will be a 6-week process. You will have a live call with me every week for 6 consecutive Sundays, all right? A 90-minute call. You will have a weekly assignment that you will be required to submit. I'm telling you, okay? You're going into basic training. You will have daily assignments that you will be required to complete, okay? The process will require about 2 hours of your time each day for 6 weeks, okay? It will be a challenge. It will be life-changing. So, if you're ready, or if you want to know more, you can sign up for the waiting list. We have a waiting list because the class is limited. The size is limited. We'll be meeting on Zoom. I'm telling you everything that you need to know so that you don't sign up and then freak out because you can't figure it out. You need Zoom. You need 2 hours a day. You need 90 minutes on a Sunday for 6 weeks. Okay? That's what we're talking about. And you can get on the waiting list because the class is limited because of the Zoom size. So we're going to put the link at the top of the thread once this is over, and you can sign up for the waiting list, and we'll send you all the information you need. Now, there is a cost, but it is affordable. It's about $50 a week, okay? You get your materials, you get feedback, and you get to do the work, all right? But you'll get all of those details once you sign up. We will put the link at the top of the thread, Sunday, June 14th. And I'm really trying to figure out a time because international people, I hope you got your masks and your hand sanitizer. You either got one or the, not the international people. International people, you got a digital gift. You got a digital gift, right? I hope you got it. If you're in Canada or Spain or South Africa, whatever, I couldn't do the postage, so I sent you a digital gift, okay? And everybody else, I hope you got your mask or whatever. For all of the antiviral community members, the digital workbook will be ready for download on Tuesday, all right? It is a digital compilation of all of the 50 messages, including this one. Today's message will be included. It includes all the titles of all of the books that I read. In most cases, it also includes the passage I read in the event you don't want to buy the book. It includes all of the affirmations. It includes notes from each day's lesson. And it includes links to all the materials we've shared: the prosperity game, the white light meditation, the spiritual feast, the meditation on fear and anxiety. All of those links will be in there. Our mental health resource list will be in there. All of that is in there, and the video of each day's message. So you don't have to go digging for it. You want to know something, you got to remember something, it's right there on the page for you, okay? So that'll be ready for Tuesday. I will come on Tuesday and remind you that it's ready for download. I want to thank our team for putting it together. It's a beautiful resource where everything would You didn't receive a mask and you were first responder. Did you send your name in? I sent every name that I received, first responders, I sent you a mask. Okay, well, if you didn't get it, I don't have any more. You know what? Send me your name, first responder in New York. In New York. So if you in Ohio and you send me, I'm not sending you nothing. Send me a thing. If you sent your name in and you didn't get it, and I'll see if Dr. Dave will send me some more. Okay. So anyway, the digital workbook is it's a beautiful resource where you'll have everything at your at your fingertips, and there is a financial commitment. I told you that because I had to pay to get it set up, and it's $19.99 for all 50 days, and that includes all the videos and everything else. I'll send out a reminder on Tuesday. And for those people that like paper, because I like paper stuff, I don't like digital stuff. I like paper stuff. We are also going to have a printed version, but that is at the printer, and it'll be ready in about 2 weeks, okay? So several people also asked me about having a coach or getting a coach, not a therapist, because those are in our resource list, but a coach, somebody to help you recreate a vision or build a vision, a coach. And I forgot to give you that information last week. So I'm going to put the contact information for 4 coaches in the thread. Coach Laura Rawlings, who you know works with me very often. Coach LaTanya Taylor, she works on Fix My Life. Coach Robert Pruitt, this boy is off the chain. Okay? Okay? All you men out there, because Robert is a leadership coach. So all you men out there, if you got anger issues, if you've got issues with knowing how to direct your life, you need to call Robert Pruitt and get your little ducats together and get you a coach, because he don't play. Okay. And you're going to do it because you got to pay him first. So you're not going to mess around. And Coach Denise Dyer, who's a transformational life coach, okay? So I'm going to put all of their information at the top of the thread. If you know you're ready for a coach, you can go see them, all right? You have your single word assignment. Don't forget, put it on a card or a page or whatever. I have my one word. I'm going to take my picture as soon as I finish this and put it up. Your spiritual warrior training, we'll put the link in the thread so that you can sign up for the waiting list. The antiviral digital workbook will be ready on Tuesday. And you're going to teach to get an important word from the children. And that's it for me, okay? You want a paper version? I know, I can't do the digital thing. But now in the digital thing, you'll have to cut and paste. I mean, in the printed version, you can't get to the video. You're going to have to cut and paste the link and put it in the thing. But we're printing, I'm going to print maybe 500 or so paper ones, okay? All right, here we go. I will see you next Saturday, and I will not be, I know, pretty in red, right? You know, they say the women, the ladies that wear the red lipstick, they're always the harlots in the movie. So this is my harlotness. This is my harlotness, and I put on my matching glasses. Okay. Let me get off of this thing. I don't even know what time it is. Lord have mercy. All right. Our closing reading today comes from The Angels Within Us. The Angels Within Us by John Randolph Price. And I'm reading from The Angel of Imagination and Liberation. The Angel of Imagination and a Liberation. Okay? And this is really more like an affirmation or a meditation. It says, in the highest aspect of my being, I am the living kingdom of God. And with my mind's eye, I look up and acknowledge the overflowing reservoir of infinite good pouring down upon me. As I contemplate the divine qualities of all that is good, true, and beautiful, I feel the power of these holy attributes filling my heart, and I claim them as my very own. The law of as above, so below has been fulfilled. I have embodied the fullness of my being, and now I give to my world all that was perceived to be missing. That's the work of a spiritual warrior. I see radiant energies going before me to fill every cup and make all things new. And I recognize only the manifest kingdom in life and affairs, in my life and affairs. There is wholeness, abundance, and fulfillment. Everything is joyful, loving, and peaceful. As within, so without. I see myself living as I have always dreamed, yet now the dream is a reality. For I have awakened to my vision of the truth. And so it is. The Angels Within Us by John Randolph Price. And that was the angel of liberation and imagination. Billy is asleep. Somebody was asking me to see Billy, and Freedom's not here yet. She's on her way. So I'll have them both for next week. We'll have a visit, okay? See you tonight at 9. Deep bow to you. Have a blessed and glorious and wonderful day. Bye. Glorious rising to you. They try to keep me from you. All right, it doesn't want to leave me. Okay. Got it. Oh, maybe that's it.